Hello students, let's start with the topic that is family Liliaceae. So as we have studied in the previous family, that is the family Solanaceae, in that family the plants which were there was dicot plants. In this family, the plants which are under this group or in this family, the plants which we will considered as monocotyledon plants. And we know that what is the meaning of monocotyledon plants? The plants which have only one cotyledon. And this family is also called the lily family, because in this family one of the plant it is the lily plant. If you see the characters of this family, when we consider, as we know that first generally we will study the vegetative characters, then we will study the floral characters. Let's start with the vegetative characters. What is the meaning of vegetative characters? That means the characters of the vegetative parts of a plant. So what are the vegetative parts of a plant? Here if you consider the roots or the stem and the branches and how the leaves. What is its character? What is its arrangement? All these characters we are going to study as a vegetative characters. First of all, what type of plant is it? It is a herbs. That means very small type of the plants. We cannot find it any big size of the plants or any trees. The plant height will not be so much of that. Such a small plants will consider as a herbs. Then what about the stem? The stem here it is a underground modified. What is the meaning of underground modified? In the roots, if the roots which will grow below the ground, those we will consider as the fact is the root we will grow below the ground, but in that below the ground the stem instead of growing as above the ground, it will grow below the ground and it will modify as some structure. Let's see what are the structures which has been modified. Those structures are bulbs. That means the stem instead of growing above the ground, they will grow below the ground and they will modify the structure. That structure will call, one of the is a bulb, another is a corm and another is a rhizome. Here you can see few examples of that modified stem. Here you can see the bulb, that is onion. Onion, the stem instead of growing above the ground, it will grow below the ground and they will form as a bulb. So this is the onion plant. If we consider this one, this is the elephant yam, that is the corm, Suvarnagadde. So this is the thing, elephant yam, this will grow as in the form of a tuber-like structure. So this is called as a corm. That means it does not have a regular shape. The shapeless structure is called as a corm. You can see that corm, the C-O-R-M. So here it is a bulb. And in the case of rhizome, ginger, shunti. So now the ginger, you can see this which has been as a modified stem, that structure we'll call it as a rhizome. Here it will also produces the roots in the case of the rhizome. Here also corm will also produces, even the bulb will also produces the roots, so that it can develop into new plant. You can see here the roots which are present, both all in case of bulb, rhizome and corm. All these will have a roots, so that from this corm, from this rhizome and from this bulb, ನ್ಯೂ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್. ಇದನ್ನು ಉಳಿದ್ರೆ it will produces the new plant. So these are what? These are the modified stem structures. The modified stem structures, there is a bulb, corm and rhizome. So this is the stem character. If we consider what are the leaves. So here the leaves are basal leaves. The meaning of this basal leaves is the leaves which are arised from the base of that stem. You can see here ಕೆಳಗಡೆಯಿಂದ leaves ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. As the plant grows, even though it will start from the base, ಕೆಳಗಡೆಯಿಂದನೇ leaves ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Such a leaves are called basal leaves. ಬೇಸಿಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಲೀವ್ಸು. And you can see that is a alternative arrangement. That alternative arrangement means if we consider the stem, the node, here one leaf, the another node, one more leaf. It is in opposite way. In both the sides, there is no formation of the leaves. At one node, only one leaf will be arised. ಇಲ್ಲಿ opposite ಆಗಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಲೀಫು ಬರಲ್ಲ. So that will not be there. In opposite way, another leaf will not be produced. Such a arrangement is called alternative arrangement. Then what about the leaf shape? It is a linear. ಉದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ಥರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇದನ್ನು ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. The elongated leaf. The elongated leaf we will consider as a linear. Then what is arrangement of the veins and veinlets? This is called parallel venation. So what is a parallel venation? You see here, this is a main vein, and here you can see the veinlets running parallelly to the main vein. Main vein ಯಾವ ಕಡೆ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆಯೋ, ಯಾವ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ, ಅದೇ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ವೆಯಿನ್ಲೆಟ್ಸು ಫಾರಮ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಥರ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಅ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್. ಸೇಮ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಲ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೋ ಅದೇ ಥರ ಮೇನ್ ವೆಯ್ನು. ಸೊ ಮೇನ್ ವೆಯ್ನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವೆಯಿನ್ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಬೋತ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್, ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್. ಸೊ ಸಚ್ ಅರೇಂಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ parallel venation. So in the case of Liliaceae plants leaf, the venation is what type of parallel venation? Then if we consider the floral character, so that's about the vegetative characters. The vegetative characters are type of the plant, they are herbs, plants are herbs, and the stem character is the stem is underground modified as bulbs, corms and rhizomes. In the case of the leaf, they are the basal leaf, alternative arrangements. Then the linear type of the leaf, the venation is parallel venation. If we consider the floral characters, ಫ್ಲೋರಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸು. ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲಾರಸೆನ್ಸ್. ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಸಿ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲಾರಸೆನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಇನ್ ಫ್ಯೂ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಸಾಲಿಟರಿ. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಫ್ಲವರ್ಸು ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಲಿಲಿ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್. So in this lily plant you can see single flowers. ಪ್ಲಾಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೊಂದೇ ಫ್ಲವರು ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಆಗಿ. ದೆನ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫ್ಯೂ ಅದರ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ bunch of flowers. The bunch of flowers that is considered as inflorescence. You can see here there is no single flower. Bunch of flowers are there. Just see this, the arrangement. ಇದನ್ನು ಅಂಬ್ರೆಲಾ ಶೇಪಲ್ಲಿ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಆಲ್ ದ ಫ್ಲವರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ ಅಂಬ್ರೆಲಾ ಶೇಪ್. ಇದನ್ನು ಅಂಬಲೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಯು ಸಿ ಹಿಯರ್ ಅಂಬ್ರೆಲಾ ಶೇಪ್. The arrangement of the flowers are in umbrella pattern, umbrella shape of that. You can see here the arrangement is umbrella pattern of that. So the inflorescence we will consider as umbellate. You can see here the type of the inflorescence is, the pattern of the inflorescence is umbellate. The type of the inflorescence is cymose. The next is the flowers. What type of flower it is? That is bisexual flower. What is the meaning of that bisexual flower? As we studied that, this is the stigma. Of course, it is a stigma part. The male reproductive part is a pistil, and you can see here these are the stamens. So stamens are there, pistil is also there. So stamen and pistil both are there. So here, if both are present, if you consider this is the stamen and this is the pistil, if both are there, then it is called as a bisexual flower. That means both should be present in a same flower. You can see here that, and that's the flower is a bisexual flower. If you consider actinomorphic flower, so the meaning of actinomorphic flower, if the flower is divided in any plane, it can give rise to two equal halves. The animal, if you consider as a radial symmetry, the same way if we divide the flower, it can give rise to equal parts in any plane. If we divide it like this, if we divide it like this or this, any plane, if the flower is divided, then it will give rise to equal parts. So such a flower is a actinomorphic flower. An interesting thing here is they don't have a separate calyx or separate corolla. Both are fused. If both are fused, what it can be called? Tepals. You can see here, in this, petals are there. Here the petals are there. Is that calyx? If it is there, the calyx are absent. Calyx are absent. So only here also you can see, if you consider this is a petal, this is a leaf. So only this is a petal if you consider. Calyx is absent. That means the calyx which are present has been fused with the petals, or the sepals are fused with the petals. So it has been fused with the petals, so only it is called as a tepals. So here you can see the fused form of the, here you can see that fused form of the sepals. That's why it is called as a tepals. So how many tepals are there? If we consider the tepals which are present, 1, 2, 3, here it is 4, 5, 6. So tepals are 6. Here also you can see that the tepals are 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So tepals are 6. And the arrangement of the petals and the sepals is called estivation. You can see that the valvate estivation which are present. And stamens, yes, the stamens are 6. The stamens are 6 which are present. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So totally 6 stamens are present. That too they will arrange as a 3 plus 3. That means first 3 they will form and next 3 later it will be formed. If you consider 1, 2, 3 and here it is a 4, 5, 6. In the sense first 3 will form, then later immediately next 3 will be formed. That's the arrangement of that stamens, that is a 3 plus 3 arrangement. And next is a gynoecium. The gynoecium is, that is a female reproductive part. In that the carpels are 3. So how many pistils are there? 3 pistils are there. Another name for carpel is pistil. So totally 3 pistils are there. All that 3 pistils are fused. You can see here, this is one pistil, this is one pistil and this is one. So 1, 2, 3. Total 3 pistils are there, all are fused. What we will call for the 3 pistil or a carpel is fused, syncarpus. That means all the 3 carpels are fused. You can see here the carpels which are being fused. This is a 1, 2, 3. All are fused. So that condition is called as a syncarpus. As we know that it is called as a syncarpus. And superior ovary, we know that superior ovary means all the flower parts are ovary will be present. All the parts are arised from below the ovary. That means ovary all is present on ಮೇಲೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ovary, ಎಲ್ಲ ಓರಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸು ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. That's we will consider as a superior ovary. Inside the ovary 3 locules are there. You can see here chambers. The chambers are 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 chambers are there. Trilocular. So locules are 3. And axial placentation. So what is axial placentation? Ovules are arranged at the axial part of the ovary. Here you can see the central axis. Ovules are arranged at the central axis. Such a placentation will consider as the axial placentation. And here the fruit. The next is a fruit. And here you can see the fruit. What type of fruit is it? The fruit will be the berry, most of our capsule and rarely berry. We know that the meaning of the capsule, that means the pericarp is just thin and we cannot have an edible part in that. So this is the capsule. And seeds are liberating. These are the seeds. Just see here, the capsule does not have any edible part. ತಿನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೇನು ಫ್ಲೆಶಿ ಆಗಿ ಜ್ಯೂಸಿ ಆಗಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಲ್ಲ. This is the capsule. And here you can see very juicy part, fleshy part of that fruit will be present. So this is the berry fruit and this is the capsule fruit. So the plant, Liliaceae family plants producers, almost all are capsule type of the plant fruits, and rarely they will produce the berry type of the fruit. And of course the seeds are many. You can see here the many seeds are present, and endosperm seeds. In the sense, inside the seed endosperm will be present. If endosperm will be present, then it is called endospermic seeds. So in this plant the seeds are endospermic. Then if we consider what is the floral formula. The floral formula is, we consider the floral formula, it is a bracteate. It is a bracteate. That means bracts will be present for the flower. Then bisexual flower, that means both pistil and stamens both are present in the same flower. Then it is a actinomorphic. This one it is a bracts are present, and this symbol is a bisexual flower, and this is actinomorphic flower. We have studied that actinomorphic flower means the flower which can able to, if it is divided in any plane, it will give rise to equal halves. Such a flower is considered as actinomorphic flower. You say see the another letter, that is a P. P means perianth. So perianth in the sense tepals are present, not petals or sepals. Tepals are present. So how many tepals are there? 6 are there. 6, 3 plus 3 arrangement. That means first 3 petals will come. After that next 3 petals will come as a 6 petals. So next is androecium. Androecium we already seen. Stamens are there. Even stamens are 3 plus 3 arrangement. The 3 plus 3 arrangement here, that is a perianth. In the case of the stamens also 3 plus 3 arrangement. The next is a gynoecium. Here you can see the gynoecium. Gynoecium is superior ovary. The superior ovary is present. From below that the oral parts are arised. It is called as a superior ovary. So here you can see that line, superior ovary. How many carpels are there? 3 carpels. All the 3 carpels are fused. All the 3 carpels in a syncarpous condition. That's why it is in the bracket. The carpels, which are 3, all in a syncarpous condition. And here the superior ovary. This is the superior ovary, and the stamens are present on the perianth, epiphyllous condition. You can see that the stamens will be present on perianth. Stamens perianth mele irutte. That is called as a epiphyllous condition. That's the arrow mark which has been shown that they are present on the tepals. So that's the arrow mark indicates that. Then if we consider the examples, we are familiar with these examples. The examples are, here you can see onion, that we will daily use it in our home. Garlic, you can see the garlic. Bellulli, this is the onion. Irulli, this is the garlic. And you can see aloe vera, this is also familiar with us. This is aloe vera. And one more plant you can see, that is a tulip flower. This is very beautiful flowers which they are going to use it in the marriage for the arrangement or any function, which they are going to use it as a decorative purpose. So onion, garlic, aloe vera and tulip. Few examples has been mentioned here. So that's the characters of the plant, that is Liliaceae, the vegetative characters and the floral characters which it has been mentioned here. So go through, study well. Thank you.